Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make a cake that I saw the recipe for on Facebook, and it has my mom's name all over it. Well, my daddy's too, but my mom's. And we are getting ready to go here in just a couple of hours as soon as Jason gets home up to their house for the weekend. And I'm taking her Mother's Day stuff. So I thought last time we went, we made the Oreo dessert for Daddy. So this time we will make this Blackberry cake for Mom. She doesn't know I'm making it and bringing it, so it'll be a surprise for her. So I won't get to show you it cut, but I'll show you how I'm gonna make it. This is the first time I've ever made this, so we are going to learn together. So it calls for fresh blackberries, yay, and some buttermilk. So I've got buttermilk over here coming to room temperature, eggs are coming to room temperature, butter is softening, and we have got to get going because we got to hurry up because Jason's gonna be waiting on me to leave town. So let's get busy. Okay, starts off with 1 stick of softened butter, and then you are going to add that to that 1 cup of sugar, and that is a 1/4 cup measure. So 4 of those. And yeah, let's cream it together until it is light and fluffy. Next step is add the 2 eggs that are sitting at room temperature. We're gonna add them 1 at a time, allowing it to beat really well after each egg. And then you're gonna stir in the vanilla. That is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, for the dry ingredients, I've already sifted it together. You wanna sift together, in this bowl is 2 cups of flour, and I just set my sifter down in here, and I just put everything in the sifter and then just sifted it together into the bowl, but I didn't film that part. So this is 2 cups of flour, and then 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, all sifted together. So you've got this for your dry, and then you've got a whole cup of buttermilk at room temperature. So now you're gonna alternate starting with the dry and ending with the dry ingredients and buttermilk. And then I'm gonna add like half of this, another 1/3 of this, the other half of this, and the last of this. Okay, it says to just barely mix it until it's just combined, so you don't want to over mix it. And then you're supposed to gently fold in the blackberries. So I've already got them washed and they've been draining over here. So this is 1.5 cups of fresh blackberries. There's a cup. A half. And the rest of these blackberries we're gonna use for the icing. So now we're just gonna fold these into the batter. I don't care if a few of them burst. We'll make the cake a pretty color. They're gonna burst in the oven anyway. Okay, so let's get our pans. Recipe says 2 9-inch pans. Mine are 8-inch. I'm just going with what I've got. Ordinarily, I would prep these with Baker's Joy. Found out yesterday that I'm completely out, so I gotta add that to my list. So we're just gonna have to go with what I've got and hope that it comes out. So we're gonna spray these. The oven is preheating to 350. We are going to get this batter divided between these 2 pans. Okay. Took 33 minutes to bake the cake layers, but they are done. I don't want to over bake them. They have started to pull away from the sides of the pan. So they're done. They smell awesome. And then I've got a couple of blackberries saved over here for like decoration on top of the cake. And then we are going to give these just a few minutes, like 10 minutes to cool here. And then I'm going to turn them out onto a wire rack to cool completely. And then we will make the icing and get it ready to go. Cake is cooled. Now we need to put it together. It's time for the icing. So we got 1 stick of softened unsalted butter, and you're gonna beat it until it is smooth and creamy. And then this is 3 cups of powdered sugar that has been sifted. Okay, got all that in there, scraped the bowl, got it all incorporated. It is super thick, almost like a dough, but now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. This is a blackberry puree, which is just blackberries that I use my immersion blender, and then I strained them through a mesh strainer to get the seeds out, and this is what's left. The recipe calls for 1/4 of a cup, which is probably about what this is. I'm not gonna measure it, I'm just gonna pour it in there. And then 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And a pinch of salt. That is so pretty. I'm going to scrape the bowl in the beater, and then I'm going to turn it on high speed and let it whip up really, really well, and then we will ice and decorate the cake. Just barely enough icing to cover it. So we're just gonna stick some little blackberries around. There we go. Ta-da! So that's it. Had just enough to cover it. Almost still a few little bare spots, but that's okay. She won't care. She will love it. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. I hope this turns out well. I don't know. We'll let you know. Talk to you later. Bye.